and I'm going to kick us off with the first game, and that is the one that I am very, very excited to share with y'all. It is Forza Horizon 5, everybody.
It's like Riders Republic.
It's like not Riders Republic, but it's close. I did say it was like Riders Republic before, and it kind of is. It has similarities. The mission structure and the way in which you play through the game is very similar, but obviously you're racing cars instead of racing bikes and snowmobiles and stuff like that. But Forza Horizon 5 is something special. It's something special.
Awesome, great story. Moving on.
It is. It's a game that I've been playing for. I've been playing Forza Horizon since Forza Horizon 2. So this is the fourth time I've played it. It is like, it's set in Mexico this time around. So the premise of Forza Horizon is that it's always set up in a special location that has a lot of variety. And it's about a race car driver who is coming to an area to, solidify themselves as like the master race car driver or whatever. And the whole entire thing that's going on is this festival called the Horizon Festival. And you arrive and it's like the whole entire shebang. It's kind of like, I feel a little bit like Burning Man, like when they just set up Burning Man in the middle of a desert and like people come out and there's like music and there's like people selling shit and this, that, whatever. There's all this stuff happening out there. That's kind of what the Horizon Festival is all about. And then you as a driver are helping the festival set up new festival locations within Mexico. So as you progress through the game, you're achieving accolade points, which is basically your XP system. And you get accolades by doing, one cool thing about Forza is that it kind of caters to you doing whatever you want to do and gives you points for all of those things. So you get points for discovering new roads. You get points for discovering new areas. You get points for just drifting. You get points for like side swiping. If you like run through the grass and like tear down a bunch of trees, you get points for destruction. Like you get points for everything.
So it's just open world?
Yes, it's a massively open world that they drop you into, and as you progress through the world, new races will unlock throughout the map as you play more. So you start out with just the main Horizon Festival called Horizon Mexico, and that's just like standard races that are like circuit-based races. And then eventually you get an option of different types of festivals to unlock, and the first one I did was the Horizon Street Festival, which is like street racing kind of stuff. So I went and unlocked that. You had to do what they call expeditions, which are their story-based missions in the game that have you do a series of activities to unlock an area for them to come in and set up a festival. So one of them, for example, I had to go travel to this jungle base to find an old Mayan ruin and do a couple of activities there, like set up like a freaking beacon and then like collect this and whatever. No, it's in Mexico. There's ruins everywhere.
Set up a beacon. Do you get out of your vehicle at all to set?
No, you don't get. You just drive through the thing.
I was like, wait,
you
is
just drive
this
through
Forza or Far Cry? What is happening?
So you do all these. It's just a way to add in a little bit of a story to an otherwise like progression XP based game.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of, there's like dialogue and there's voice actors and there's people that are like communicating with you throughout the time, and you're ultimately like doing all these things to help set up that first festival. And another one was I had to go do recon at a volcano because there's an active volcano on this map that you go travel to and find out if it's like basically test the volcano to make sure it's safe for us to set a festival over there, which is the beginning of what they call the Baja Festival, which takes place in the desert.
In a car, you test.
In a car, yeah. Your character will get out, and there's like cutscenes and stuff that shows them moving around. But ultimately, you're just in your car the entire time. You're not getting out of the vehicle.
It's like Cars, the movie.
Exactly.
Talking.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Cars.
No, there's avatars because you have your own character actually who's got an avatar, and you can customize your character with different outfits and stuff like that because your character is seen whenever you start a race and finish a race. Your character will be standing next to his car up on like a pedestal where they're like cheering you on as like, hell yeah, you did a really badass thing and you won this race, whatever it might be, and they make that part happen.
This is very different from the other Forzas games? I mean, I never played it. I thought it was just all racetrack style games from the old ones.
So that's Forza Motorsport is that way. So Forza Horizon came out after like Motorsport 2 or 3, I think. And they wanted to make a more casual friendly racing game. And then so that's when they created Forza Horizon, which has been open world, festival based, do races and missions and stuff like that, but very pretty, very easy to jump into, but can be very challenging in this massively open world space. And it's a social game too. So it's there's a multiplayer aspect to it where you're always connected to online players, kind of like Riders Republic, where there was people in the world, and it's proximity based. So you're always connected to like 10 players when you're driving around, and then some will drop off and others will drop in as you move around the world. And then with your friends, you can set up what they call convoys, which are parties of up to like 4 or 5 players, and you can ride around the map and like just do fun activities, like go take photos somewhere. You can do actual races. There's like drift mode challenges. There's speed trap areas you can do speed trap races at. There's actually a battle royale activity in here where it's just like an eliminator kind of arcade activity to like do battle royale. I mean, there's a bunch of shit in this game.
Wow.
And then there's seasonal content as well. So it's designed to be an ever-going game. So we're about to kick off the first season, and every single season there's going to be new activities, new modes, and new things to unlock, like cars, which this game has almost, I think, over 500 cars in it.
Can you customize each car how you want it?
100%.
Really?
And that's what's insane about it. Is like, not only can you can tune the car. So every time you start a race, you can fine-tune your car to like adjust the drive chain, the gear shift ratio, all this stuff. You can get really detailed with it, or you don't. You just like not touch it, and it's fine. Each car has a class assigned to it, and based on the amount of like performance upgrades you've done to it, it goes in different classes from like C, D, B, A, S1 is like super tier, all those different things. But you can also do visual upgrades and enhancements. So you can go, when you buy a house, there's also houses you can buy in this game. So there's like houses you can buy that's kind of like your home base to customize your characters and your cars. So when you go to the home base, you go in there and you can take any of your cars and go into this customization mode where you can change out the brakes, you can change out the engine, the exhaust, the fuel exhaust, the tires, the rims, the whole entire thing. There's a full lineup of stuff in here for all 500 cars in this game.
Wow.
Like, it's insane how much there is. And then you can also customize the look of the car. So you can change your paint color. You can put matte, you can put pearlescent paint. You can do what you can do in Rocket League, but on a whole nother level, because you can put all these different decals. You can layer the decals on the car, top, bottom, left, right, all over the place. Like, you can do all kinds of shit with this thing.
Interesting.
I've unlocked 30 cars in the game so far. I played about 10 hours, and I've customized like 15 of those cars. And I've probably spent 2 hours just like customizing shit.
Can you feel the difference between each model car? Like,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can feel the difference. Like, you can tell like a C-class car is going to have like a slower start time to accelerate. Some cars will have less handling control, less grip on the road as others will. All those different things. You can add prosthetics to your character, which is interesting. They also know, based on your character's name, they've recorded voice lines for like hundreds of first names.
Oh my God.
I logged into the game and I didn't have to do anything, and it's like, "Hello, Brett, how's it going? Welcome to Forza Horizon," and just like knows my name automatically just based on my character profile. Yeah, it's crazy. But
You have fake arms?
Yeah, that's what he was just talking about. You can have prosthetics and stuff.
yeah,
What happened? Is this from... What's your backstory if you have prosthetic arms?
it's just accessible. It's being
You got in a
accessible
really
to
bad
every
accident, and you know
it's just
Want
being
to redeem yourself?
yeah,
it's just being
and we live in the
inclusive.
future
Shop out
now,
there.
so we have robotic arms.
It's being inclusive is what it is. It's
Brett,
just-
let me put a backstory to this.
No, there's no backstory. It's just if you want to create a character like you, some people don't have arms or legs, and they want to make sure you can make your character.
Austin.
Yeah, so it's
I like my idea better.
yeah. So another thing about this game, I mean, it's gorgeous. It is one of the best. I want to buy an Xbox Series X. I've been trying to find one because my monitor is 1440p on my PC, which is great, but I want 4K 60 frames a second, and I'm getting like 60, 70, 80 frames a second right now on this, but it's like not 4K. But I want to see the full 4K because there's the visual detail of this game is nuts. Like I'm driving down the road and like you go off-roading, and as you go off-roading, the more you go off-roading, your car starts getting dirt on the sides of it, and then if you go into the water, your wiper blades will turn on to like clean the water off the windshield. There's dynamic weather effects in this game, so there's areas where you'll go to where there'll be like random dust storms that pop in into the world. Obviously the volcano can erupt and create some crazy stuff. There's rain, there's thunder, there's lightning, a whole bunch of stuff that can happen at any given time as you're playing through the game. It's insane, and there's a lot of
damage to the vehicle too if you hit things and stuff like that.
Yeah, you can get damage. Like if you crash into like the wall or whatever, it's gonna like crack your windshield. It doesn't break your windshield, so it's not like you're not gonna have like the damage is cosmetic. It's not gonna affect your race at all, which is probably a good thing. So it's not as intense as it would be if you were like full on, playing it. Like it's not gonna be a detriment to your gameplay, but they also have destructible environments in here, except for buildings. You can't destroy buildings, but sometimes the destruction is almost too destructible because it used to be like guardrails and shit. Like you could run into a guardrail and like you would bounce off the guardrail, right? You'd hit the guardrail and stop you. Well, in this one, if you're going over 30 miles an hour, you just run in the guardrail and you just knock it down like it's cardboard. Like it just like blows up and it just goes away. Small trees, they just like fall down like it's nothing. Like everything just like breaks. Yeah. So it's that part's a little far fetched, but I mean they're not going for like 100% realism with like the physics per se, but the car physics though are incredible. They do play different, they feel different. There is a challenge to it. I'm playing on there's like 6 difficulty levels. I'm playing on 4 of 6, so it's called the highly skilled difficulty level.
Ooh.
And it is a challenge. Like I don't always get first place. I sometimes will come in 7th, 6th, 5th, whatever. So that's been cool to see. But I mean, it's incredible. Like it's amazing how much is in here. Like I've been playing Riders Republic and I love Riders Republic, but this is on another level of the amount of content in this game is unbelievable. I mean, there's probably at least 150 different race types that you can do. There's these little signs you can collect as like a collectible. They're just like experience point signs.
I saw that on like TikToks and stuff that people were trying to collect different signs and all that.
Yeah, and it just encourages you to explore the map a little bit. So you'll see little like XP signs that pop up on your map that you can go and collect, and they give you XP points. There's fast travel signs you can get. So if you want to like fast travel, normally costs 8,000 credits, or you can use the fast travel markers to like use it for free. But you get money in this game like it's nothing. Like there's this thing called the wheel spin component that as you unlock XP points, you get free spins, and the spins is basically like a slot machine, and it gives you something. It's going to be either a car, a cosmetic item, or credits. So like I could get like 5 wheel spins and unlock like 500,000 credits real fast and use it to buy cars and houses and whatever it might be.
Is this Riders Republic? Why is the guy in the air suit? He was on a bike and then he just jumped to air suit.
This is one of the expeditions, the story missions where
holy shit.
They just make it very wild and crazy.
I see that.
Over the top.
Is there anything this game is missing, like that you feel?
Probably not.
No.
Honestly, I mean, I don't think so. I mean, there's almost too much in this game. Like there's almost too much going on because you can get pretty lost. There are me and Josh try to play a little bit, and there are some issues right now with the convoy system. So like pairing up with your friends and stuff like that is kind of broken. But I think they've since fixed it, so it should be a lot better. But no, I mean this is about as good as a game can get. Like the soundtrack is incredible. The opening theme song is like one of the coolest things I've ever heard. Like it's such a good chill, like it puts you in the vibe of Mexico like so quickly because it's got these really cool Spanish guitar sounds going on, and it's just like you want to just drive down the road and just travel and
like Red Dead Redemption. Whenever you went into Mexico,
yeah,
can you change the sound? Can you have like a radio, like a music?
Yeah, there's a full radio, and the radio is really good. It's way better than Riders Republic because Riders Republic after a while kind of got stale with some of the music.
It's good music in that one, but
this is a lot of music I've never heard of before, but it's good stuff. There's like some alternative, there's some rock, there's some electronic kind of stuff.
Can you make like a playlist or something?
I don't remember if you can make a playlist. I didn't get that too far into
Watch
it.
Dogs did that. Fucking loved it. I made a playlist and just ran around. I think Watch Dogs 2 did it, and I would run around and do that.
Yeah.
But
it's on Game Pass. So this game is on Game Pass, so it doesn't cost anything extra. Or you can buy it outright, $60. But I mean, it's everything a racing game should be, and more. I mean, it's got all the stuff. I mean, they knocked it out of the park with this one. When I first started, I was like, man, this is overwhelming. For one, I was just like, what am I mean, there's so much in here that I can do. And as I got into it, I'm just like, I keep wanting to jump into it, doing more stuff. I want to like sometimes customize my cars. There's an auction house in here, so you can customize your cars. You can sell them on the auction house and people can buy them. Or you can gift them to other people. Yeah, there's people can make there's a component to it where you can get really, really good and renowned for making custom car designs. So when you design your car with all the different layers and designs and this, that, whatever, you can save it. They call it a livery or whatever. You can save it and publish it to the marketplace, and then people can then go into the livery, the design section, and download your thing and then your thing. And you can become known as the guy that makes the badass skins for cars in this game.
Wow. How deep does the customization go? Can you actually draw it out or something, or just
it's all preset stickers kind of thing, but all the stickers can be colored to any color you can imagine, and you can layer them as many layers as you want, and skew, scale, rotate, this, that, whatever, top, bottom, left, right, all over the place. It can be very
time consuming to get something down. Have you seen something in the auction house that you were just like, how the hell did this guy make this?
Yeah, because there's some really cool things that they've done with the paint and just the different layering effects, and I'm like, I mean, there's a bunch of people that make things that look like the Warthog, with the different textures and layouts and stuff like that. There's people that made the Jurassic Park truck in here.
I saw someone make the Cybertruck or something.
Yeah, you can do a Cybertruck if you want to. You can't model the car, but there are aftermarket parts too. So if you want to put a front fender and then a rear fender and the side skirts, there's custom aftermarket pieces that are licensed products in the game. I mean, it's the rims, the whole rim selection. There's hundreds of rims you can choose from, all actual licensed rims from real manufacturers. It's unreal, the level of content and depth, and it works great. I mean, the game is smooth as silk. I've had very little bugs other than the connecting to friends kind of situation.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nuts.
Wow.
Yeah, highly recommend. This is definitely one of my favorite games of the year. It's definitely best racing game so far.
Well, there hasn't been much racing games.
Yeah, not really. I mean, Riders is obviously good, but Riders has a lot of, Riders, the character's voice is annoying as shit. I love my name, but Brett drives me nuts. And this one, the voices in the game are good.
Pretty good then?
I mean, it's silly. I mean, it's over the top.
Is it over compared to Riders Republic? Is it that over the top? Is it that?
It's not
cheesy?
stupid. It's not stupid. It's it's just it's hey, let's this one thing was I was trying to find this guy, the guy that I'm working with. He's like, oh, I left my plane crashed out in the woods. Let's go find my plane in the woods. Oh. And you're driving through the woods to find it, and then you're doing all these slightly unrealistic things as you're driving through the woods to get there, and then you're running away from trying to run out of the thunderstorm that's about to kill you, and obviously you've seen the cargo plane flying alongside your character, so that's a little unrealistic, but
cargo plane follows you around.
Yeah. But that part, it's the story is not the main piece here, but the story is not a detriment to the game. It's still, there's some interesting stuff there, and really cool. Just the way that they capture like it's like really cool. Like they pulled in like Mexican artists and stuff to like paint murals within the world. So they've captured a lot of like the culture of Mexico. I mean, the Mayan ruins, like they're the Tulum, and if you guys have been to Tulum in Mexico, like the Mayan ruins there are like right on the coastline. They rebuilt that in this game, and you can go to those ruins and check them out. And it's I've been there. I was like, that looks pretty close. You know, it's not exactly the same, but that's what I remember. So, yeah, it's a lot of fun. I want everybody to get it so they can play with me and we can go racing.
I wish I could
and
get
stuff.
it. I would play because now like watching the gameplay and hear you explain it, I probably would have picked this up if I was able to, but I'm not. So
should definitely get Riders Republic though. We'll play that.
Yeah, I need to get that.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm still playing that. I played that 3 or 4 times last week because it's fun. So
okay, no Rocket League. That's fun.
Yeah,
that's
no.
Anyway, no God of War.
No God of War either.
Anyway, highly recommend everybody check this out if you can get it. It's a lot of fun, good times.